Welcome back to Limitless Table Talk, where you thought nostalgia was over, but it just piles on week to week and it keeps on growing. I'm Fern.
I'm Nat. Grab your favorite cup of coffee, your remote control that you refuse to throw away, and emotionally prepare. Because today we are diving into the movies and TV shows that basically raised us.
Raised us? Now, let's be pretty clear on this. Some of these could be slightly traumatizing.
Listen, if you didn't grow up slightly confused and afraid of quicksand, did you even have a childhood?
Quicksand, the Bermuda Triangle, and strangers offering free candy. I thought survival was a full-time job back then.
Meanwhile, our parents were like, be home before the street lights come on. No phone, no GPS, just vibes, guys.
Just vibes and possibly abduction.
Yeah, but you know, good old times in the 80s and 90s.
The 80s and 90s, you know, where we weren't afraid of the little white van that drove by. Because we knew, don't go to the little white van that drives by.
I mean, I don't know how many white vans you saw, but
I saw quite a lot.
Oh, no, not me.
I saw quite a lot. So the 80s were wild. Okay. The 90s a little less wild, but the 80s were super wild. Every kid had a movie that was in danger. And I'm talking about all these kids in these movies were in perilous life danger. Am I right? Like think of war games. Teenage boy who plays video games and now he's controlling the nuclear launch codes. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How about Elliot? Elliot in E.T.
In E.T.
First of all, scary as all get out. E.T. E.T. is the creepiest.
Really? You thought so?
Oh, I love E.T. because he's so creepy. He's so weird. He has a strange look. Like it's a weird. It's not.
It is. He was weird.
It's alien. Like duh.
Well, yeah. You know.
It's alien.
Yeah. I don't know how I would react if I saw an alien like that. Like Elliot was all like cool, like, hey, come home with me, let's go.
Yeah, Elliot, touch my finger. We show live. This is how we love. And then Drew Barrymore. But think Goonies. Goonies, my favorite movie.
Goonies,
right?
Yeah.
So these kids put themselves
in danger.
Because they're like, we got to find One-Eyed Willie's gold.
Yep.
With a booby top.
And as they put themselves in danger, they whip the butts of these adults, by the way.
Right? And we're talking like these adults were like the guy came out of prison.
And they still got
By the way,
their
spoiler
butts
alert,
whipped.
if you haven't seen Goonies, go watch Goonies.
Listen, if you haven't seen Goonies, you've been hiding
Where
somewhere.
you been?
I don't know.
Where you been? The guy broke out of prison in the beginning of the movie.
And he got his butt kicked by a bunch of kids.
Yes. And his brother,
Oh, yeah. And his
Sloth,
brother. Yep.
who was amazing. Hey, you guys. With the little ear. Baby Ruth. Baby. Okay. Amazing. But think about that. And then here's another rando that a lot of people don't remember. Flight of the Navigator.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Exactly. Not a lot of people remember Flight of the Navigator. Flight of the Navigator, this kid finds an alien ship and is now fighting the U.S. government in this alien ship because the alien ship is trying to find new life and new planet. Da-da-da. And he ends up literally in a firefight with fighter jets.
You see, to me, we've named a couple of movies already. And it's like, why were we watching kids almost die every 15 minutes? But they didn't. Like, they would survive. And like, they had these skills that if I was put in that position at that age, I forget it. I don't think I survived like that. So I don't understand how they did.
I don't either. And you know what's weird is that in the 90s, the kids leading movies completely changed. Because then you had Three Ninjas or The Mighty Ducks.
The Mighty Ducks.
You know, Cool Runnings. But Cool Runnings were not kids. But the point is that the 90s was like a complete culture shift of like kids. Like now kids can't do things.
Okay, can we talk about in all these movies where kids are? Where are the parents in these movies? They're like always gone.
They're
at
never
work,
there.
on vacation.
Because again, no
Missing?
supervision.
No, none.
It was unnecessary. We didn't need to be watched.
We were basically raised by bicycles and friendship at this point.
Yes.
And
Yes.
these kids, I was always the rational thinker watching these shows, and I think I still do it now. What the hell was that? Was that an alien?
It's the alien in my throat.
Anyways, I do it now where it's like, where are those parents of these children?
Well, now the parents are always there
No, not always.
most of the time.
Some, because we've watched some shows now, and we're like, we never even saw a parent.
Because they're not cast. They didn't cast them. They're
So
like,
it's like-
whoops, unnecessary.
So it's like these kids are roaming around.
But that's because
like
they're...
that School Spirit one we just saw.
Okay. But that's because the people that are writing these shows grew up
In the 80s.
in the 80s. So they're trying to... But in the 90s, the people that were writing those shows grew up in the 70s. And in the... Milo is going crazy today. So that's what happens. You know, I think that because of the people that put these things together, you know, their experiences. Because now, I think there's a lot of throwback and nostalgia of the way the 80s were.
Yeah.
So I think that a lot of those people that are writing those shows are like, oh man, you know, we should make it a little more like
The 80s.
The 80s.
Yeah. Now, I learned 3 things from watching movies, even shows, in the 80s. You want to know?
I am so curious.
Number 1, ride bike everywhere.
I did it, and they did it. They did it too.
Did it
They
too.
did it too.
Number 2, trust your very weird friend with glasses always.
There's always that kid, right? There's always the kid. He's smart. Mm-hmm. Because that's how you knew he was smart.
Yeah.
He had glasses.
And yeah, in the 80s, that's how you knew.
Right.
I'm not saying that kids that don't wear glasses are not smart. We don't want to get attacked now.
We're not getting attacked. That's not what we mean. What we're saying is in the 80s, it was a stereotype.
And then,
It was designed like, oh, that's the smart kid.
yeah, that kid knew everything. They analyzed everything.
Unless you were in Santa Clara fighting vampires. And then you're the weird kid that wore the army jacket. That he knew everything.
In the Goonies, there was none with glasses.
No, because there was Data. Because he had the trench coat.
Right, he had the
He
trench
had the
coat.
weird...
But, okay, so that's what I learned. And then number 3, never, ever, ever split up. Even though everyone always split up. Split up.
Splat up. They
Split
splat.
up. I
You can
can't
make fun
talk.
of me. Ha ha. Now I did for you.
Even though everyone in these movies and shows, they split up. And it's like,
They do.
You would tell them, don't. You wouldn't tell them, obviously, they don't hear you. You're talking to the TV.
Yes.
But I learned, don't split up. So I learned that.
You know, that is a very common thing. In so Monster Squad, another great 80s comedy horror flick, right? You
See,
remember-
I didn't watch horror comedy.
but it was a kids
horror
movie.
shows.
It was a kid movie.
Yeah, whatever. You can say that, but it has
They were
horror
kids.
in it.
The
and-
kids were the lead.
Okay, but you can say all you want that.
We're
but
gonna watch
if it
Monster
had
Squad
to
after
do with
this.
horror, I can't even.
I can't
talk.
believe that you have not seen
I
Monster
never
Squad.
really watched
Monster
it.
Squad is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah, no. Listen, I watched
Monster Squad is
Poltergeist,
amazing. The
and I
kid
was
has a
done.
TV shirt, a T-shirt, TV shirt. You said Poltergeist.
I did.
He had a T-shirt that said Stephen King rules.
Okay, I didn't watch
And then when they
anything that was
split
scary.
up, in the
He
house
was probably
looking
the
for
first
the thing,
one gone.
No,
No?
no.
Oh.
Wolfman pops up, and he starts He goes and then kick him in the nards. Kick him in the nards.
Listen,
And then they kick him in the nards, and Wolfman, you know, he reacts to getting kicked in the nards. And they're like, oh, Wolfman's got nards. Come on,
listen.
man.
I never watched anything that was scary because I don't like scary movies, period.
But you love scary movies.
No, I do not.
You love watching scary movies with me.
No, not
We
always.
we watch movies all the time.
Yes, and Natasha will watch half of it with half her eyes closed and half open. Listen, I watched Poltergeist as a child and I had just gotten braces.
Spoiler alert.
If they haven't seen Poltergeist by now, neither, that's a problem
I'm just
too.
saying. I mean, they're 40-year-old movies.
Anyways, why? What? Stop it.
They are. They're 30, 40-year-olds.
Anyways, that scared me.
Think
I never
about
watched
this.
it again.
Think about this. We just celebrated the anniversary of one of the greatest albums of all time.
Okay.
It's 30 years old. Stone Temple Pilots.
Okay, I didn't know that had anything to do with. Anyways,
I
whatever.
was just saying, like, I just want to give you an idea of where things are.
Anyways.
So what about the villains? The villains, terrifying. They had 0.0 redemption arc. They were just, I'm here to ruin your life.
Yeah, that sounds like scary stuff.
But they're not always scary.
Oh,
Listen,
you're just talking about overall villains.
overall,
like the bad guys.
villains in these movies, in the 80s movies and the 90s. Nah, not so much in the 90s.
I always thought that the
in the
villains
90s
were
movies, you
dumb.
had in the 90s movies, you had a movie
We'll
called
go to the
Problem
90s now.
Child,
We'll go to the 90s now.
where he is the villain. Okay.
Well, yeah, we'll go to the 90s now. But in the 80s, I felt like they just the villains were jokes because they were getting their butts kicked by children.
Yes.
So
Because the
they were a
children knew
joke.
things. They knew things. They knew how to do things. Because in the 80s, you had to figure things out for yourself.
Just like you said, E.T. Go back to E.T.
Yes, E.T.'s another great example of that.
Elliot and whoever was that, his sister, whoever
Drew Barrymore.
Drew Barrymore
the
played.
extremely young child?
But she didn't, her name wasn't Drew. in
No,
the show.
I don't remember her name.
In the movie, I mean. But anyways, them,
That's how few. What
they
about,
outsmarted these people.
They did. They did. What about the Dark Crystal? Do you remember the Dark Crystal? With the Skeksis?
I didn't watch it.
There's a gelfling.
No, I didn't watch it.
Okay, Dark Crystal, incredible. Go watch it. And Labyrinth, one of my faves.
Oh, no.
One of my faves of all time. Labyrinth.
I tried.
Labyrinth?
I tried
You're gonna
watching it.
We're
I did
gonna
try-
watch it
I
after
did
we
watch
watch
it with
Monster Squad.
you.
After we watch Monster Squad,
We're
we're
not
gonna
gonna
watch.
watch it.
We're gonna watch
We're not.
Labyrinth again
No, we're not.
because I can watch Labyrinth nonstop.
No, I tried it.
Dance magic. It's David Bowie,
I tried watching it with you, and I
David
did
Bowie,
not
and there's-
like it.
and she's looking for her little brother who's lost in the labyrinth
Well, he's
because he was
lost.
stolen by the Goblin King,
Because he probably shouldn't have gone with them. Just
Gareth.
saying.
David Bowie.
Okay,
David Bowie.
it's not gonna make me want to watch it again.
Are you kidding? It's David Bowie.
We're gonna move on. Let's move on to the 90s.
So what about-
Oh, we're back. Okay.
We're back. What about TV shows
Okay.
from this 80? Look, before we go fast forward into the 90s, what about Alf?
I loved Alf.
Alien life form.
I
That's what Alf
loved
standed
Alf.
for. He
Oh my
loved.
God.
He had a craving for kittens.
Yep.
He had a craving for cats. The guy loved eating cats,
I loved Alf.
which is pretty weird
I
if you're a
used to,
cat
like-
person. Sorry,
I used to like run to just watch when he was on.
Alf.
Yes.
He was funny,
I know. I loved
and
it.
he was
Oh,
a Muppet.
I don't care. For me,
I'm
he
telling
was a real
I'm telling you,
alien.
he was a Muppet
For me,
because he was a Jim Henson. He was Jim Henson, and so you had Alf. You had what else? What else was great of those?
Growing Pains.
Growing Pains. You had Growing Pains.
I loved Night Court.
You did love Night
I
Court.
loved Night
Like you
Court.
still watch Night Court.
Whatever. Okay, fine. You ready? And don't freak out. Are you ready?
Okay.
The Golden Girls.
Oh, that is
I can
that
go on
holds
and
a
on.
special
but
place
the
in my heart.
Golden Girls.
Golden Girls
is-
has a special place in my heart. So,
All right, Sophia, calm down.
so being raised by old people,
Okay.
like I was, okay, on the summers, in the summers, me and the old people would go to Miami Beach. Okay, we would go spend the summer on the beach,
You were the Golden Girls.
and all that was there were old people.
Older people.
Yes, older people, and they were so cool to hang out with and listen to their stories. So I would just run around the hotel
No, I love
because
me.
it
the
wasn't
Golden
a, it
Girls.
was like we would stay there for like the entire summer.
Okay.
Like
Were you squatters?
no, like they had an apartment there.
Oh, okay. I thought
And-
you were squatters.
And we would stay there for the whole summer. And, we'd go to the beach. I'd just hang out, play dominoes, whatever, play with the old people, run around and cause chaos because there was very few people my age there at that time. So Golden Girls has a very special place in my heart.
Okay.
Family ties.
So I remember it was what, like 5 o'clock is when the shows would start.
What shows?
Shows
Shows.
would start at 5 and run like back to back.
Yeah.
So I don't remember their orders, obviously, but I can tell you. I'll tell you the shows I would watch, and then if anything, you can tell us what you watched, and if not, you jump in and be like, I watched that one.
Okay.
So obviously, Golden Girls, we already said that.
Golden Girls.
Family Matters.
I didn't watch Family Matters.
Wow. Saved by the Bell.
That was always on Saturdays after the cartoon block.
Okay. Cheers.
I watched Cheers once in a while. Yeah.
Full House. Come on.
Once in a while, I would watch Full House. It wasn't like a regular thing. I was never really...
Not that I promote it now, but I used to watch The Cosby Show.
The Cosby Show was great. It was actually one of the top shows at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Married with Children.
So that was much later.
That was like late 80s.
Yeah, because
it was in the 80s.
It was in the 80s. And I loved Married with Children. Like I would make sure that I was... If we weren't playing sports or whatever, I would go and watch Married with Children.
And then there was Roseanne. I watched some of it, not all of it, but I would watch some
I got
of
nothing
it.
for you on that.
We already said Growing Pains.
How about Dinosaur?
Not the Mama.
Not the Mama. It's so good. So classic.
Mama's Family. You used to watch
Mama's
that later
Family,
on
yes.
also. but
Yes.
you-
Mama's Family. That was what was her name? Was Vicki Lawrence?
I don't remember her name. I'm bad with names also, remember.
Oh, that was good. Like Petticoat Junction. Mm-hmm. Like I would watch. Like I guess they were on a.
I really wouldn't watch that much.
I loved
but yeah.
Petticoat Junction.
Doogie Howser.
I never saw it. Like I remember it being around, but I never saw it. I did watch.
I used to watch that with my parents.
Oh, must be nice.
Anyways, whatever. The Simpsons.
Simpsons, yeah, that was later on. Yeah.
That was later, but these were in the 80s.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I didn't watch this, but I know you. I know for sure you didn't. My dad used to. Miami Vice
Love Miami Vice. Loved Miami Vice.
and Baywatch.
I never watched Baywatch.
You did not watch.
I did not watch Baywatch. No, I did watch Magnum, PI.
Okay. And then if you were into like soap operas, The Bold and the Beautiful.
No, don't know
No?
anything about that.
Okay.
I never-
Designing Women. We used to watch that on Nick at Night.
We used to watch
Remember?
that at Nick at Night. Yeah,
What other one? A Different World?
A Different World was right after the Cosbys. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Perfect Strangers?
Oh, Cosellari. That was classic. That was great. I loved Perfect Strangers.
Family Ties?
Family Ties, yeah. Alex P. Keaton.
I feel like they don't make shows like they used
They
to.
don't.
The A-Team?
The A-Team. Oh, yeah. Airwolf.
I didn't watch this much, but I know you did at some point. Punky Brewster?
Okay.
I just put it out there. I
You
know
just
you
put it out
watched
there.
it. I know you watched
I
it.
loved Punky Brewster. Oh my gosh. I always felt so connected to Punky Brewster. So connected because I felt like we were the same person.
Let's see. Charles in Charge.
Yeah. I got nothing for you on that one. But yeah, I know it
Silver
exists.
Spoons.
Silver spoons to get. Okay, I loved Silver Spoons.
The Wonder Years.
Because I always wished. Yeah. I always wished I was that kid.
I loved Who's the Boss?
Who's the boss?
Yes, it's me.
Yes.
Knight Rider.
Love Knight Rider.
Of course
I
you did.
still do.
Of course you
Still do.
did. I know we're missing some good ones.
Some good
Is there
ones.
any other ones that you remember?
What about
the Dukes of Hazzard.
Dukes of Hazzard? One of the best shows ever to not last very long.
Three's Company, The Jeffersons.
But those were all like in the late 70s and early 80s. So
They were early 80s.
So we got to see
81.
a lot of that rerun stuff. The other one that I think about once in a while, and I actually reference this all the time, is My Two Dads. I reference My Two Dads all the time. Yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah.
Little House on the Prairie.
That's 70s.
I feel like it was in the 80s.
It might have been the early 80s, but
I mean, I watched it at some point in the 80s for sure.
I don't disagree with you.
The Love Boat.
The Love Boat, Fantasy Island. What? Nanu. What was that one? Mork and Mindy.
Mork and Mindy, yes.
Mork and Mindy. Okay, so
Okay.
I think
anyways.
I think that the quality of the shows back then. What about the weird one with Tom Hanks? Bosom Buddies. Did you ever see that one?
No.
Bosom Buddies was Tom Hanks and I forgot the other guy's name. They dressed as women because they couldn't get jobs.
That was a show?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I'm saying I don't know.
Yes. So they couldn't it's these two roommates and basically
Like Laverne and Shirley?
yeah, kind of like Laverne and Shirley. The thing is that they got fired. And then they got rehired at the same place. But they're just wearing
Nope.
they're basically in drag. They're wearing women's they're taking the identity of a woman in the show.
No, never saw
And
it.
it was called Bosom Buddies because the joke is the bosom and the buddies, but they're buddies because they're dressing up as women.
Nope, never saw that. Never, nope.
Oh man, that was a weird show, but it was really funny.
And then you moved on from the 80s? Now that we've named all the good shows
All the
that
good
we
shows.
watched. That's our opinions
Yeah,
on
and
it.
mind you, there's probably a bunch more.
Yeah, of course.
And we already covered cartoons. We're not going to cover cartoons in this one.
No. We did cartoons already. We're going to go now. Let's slide in
Slide into
to the golden age of after school.
okay.
The 90s. Peak television.
You think so?
You rushed home like it was the Olympics. And you throw your backpack across the room, just fling it across, run to grab your snacks, and sit very close to the TV where your parents or your grandparents would tell you you're going to go blind.
Love it. Love it.
And then the theme song starts. You never skipped them. We couldn't.
We couldn't skip
But
them.
you sang
Well,
them.
the thing is, you couldn't skip them, and you knew them.
Yeah, you would
Because
sing
all
along.
these songs, all these themes were memorable.
You would sing along.
You know, look, you just mentioned one earlier, right? Silver Spoons. And the moment you said, I said, Silver Spoons together, because it was automatic. Boom.
Of course. And we
Memory.
would sing them every single word loudly and probably off key because we were young.
Yeah.
Definitely off key.
The 90s were interesting because they were very different than the 80s. They taught us life lessons.
Yeah.
Like friendship, drama, crushes, and how to solve a problem in exactly 22 minutes.
There was also fashion. Questionable, but extremely questionable.
Extremely
actually.
questionable. Extremely questionable.
You're actually going to tell me that neon windbreakers weren't peak style?
You look like a highlighter with emotions.
Just saying.
Think about the jackets, because you had one.
Yeah, I'm not saying I did.
I know I had one, right? Here's some of the stuff, right? You had Beverly Hills 90210, which later on it got followed up by Melrose Place, because they wanted the drama to be now adulty,
Right.
even though we were watching 30-year-olds play high schoolers.
I'm actually starting to think, I think Dinosaur was in the 90s.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was it?
I'm going to have to Google it, but I want to say yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Check
check.
in the time machine.
I'm going to.
But the movies that were designed for our time period were very different for our age, right? They were very different than the 80s, because now you had like Problem Child, right?
Okay.
Where the villain in this movie is the kid.
Is the kid.
And you feel so bad
Dinosaur
for the dad.
was in the 90s.
It was the 90s?
It was the 90s.
What was it?
I don't know.
Was
but
it really the
It says
90s?
it was the 90s. Oh
Yeah,
my
but did
God.
it end in the 90s?
I feel betrayed.
The thing is that
No, it says in this
The
1990s sitcom.
the technology for dinosaurs was so good. Those suits and stuff that those
91
Char-
to 94.
see 91, so it was close. It was close.
Wow. Sorry. It's just
Because
that
the
really
thing
got
is,
me.
the like 91 92 was still kind of the 80s with the big shift, because I think that until Nirvana came out, because that's how I tell time. I tell time by
I
when
can see.
albums come out. When Nirvana came out, I think everything changed. The 90s actually became the 90s, which was like 92.
Okay.
So 92 was like peak 90s, like when the 90s became the 90s, I think,
Okay.
for me.
Yeah, yeah.
Because before Nevermind, it was still the 80s.
Listen, to me, I think 80s and 90s kind of like blend into each other in a way, because a lot of these shows also continued. And we were younger in the 80s, but in the 90s, we were already like teenagers pretty much. So we probably remember more of these shows in the 90s. For instance, Friends. I remember
Friends,
watching
I
Friends.
love Friends.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
This is a story all about how
Full House.
Full House continued.
Yeah, it continued. Married with Children continued. I used to watch The Nanny.
Okay. That's the Fran Drescher. Mm-hmm. I forgot how it went. She had like that annoying laugh.
Okay. Boy Meets World was in the 90s.
Okay.
I watched that.
I watched that too, because Topanga.
The X-Files. I know you watched it.
You know I watched.
I know
I
you
just
did.
started rewatching The X-Files. The X-Files is so good. So
And
good.
I was not a fan of this. You were. Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I love Buffy. I still love. I think Buffy is one of the greatest shows ever produced on TV.
Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Peak. I love it. I love Are You Afraid of the Dark?
And I know Home Improvement. Definitely. Home Improvement.
Home
for
Improvement
sure.
was great.
You never saw Mr. Wilson's face.
No, it was great.
That was you the other day with the neighbor
The neighbor
behind our
behind us. I
house.
was like, oh, hello there.
Backstory real quick. Their kids basketball or soccer ball fell into our yard,
Always.
and Fern was
Always.
picking up the yard and all that.
It's a constant.
And the guy behind us, the neighbor, heard him, and all of a sudden he's standing over the fence
Hello,
asking
neighbor.
for the ball, and all you see is like his eyes. And I was like, oh look, it's Home Improvement. You're Tim Allen now.
It was good.
And I know we said we wouldn't say cartoons, but I have to mention Rugrats.
Rugrats. Listen, the cartoons of the 90s, honestly, were incredible. The Disney afternoon block was it's still to this day one of the best blocks of cartoons ever. Because you had
Yeah.
Tailspin.
Oh my God, yes.
You had Darkwing Duck. You had DuckTales.
But they
You
were
had
on
Chip
during
and
the
Dale.
week also.
Yeah.
Because I remember
But
coming home from school.
this is the block. This is the after school block.
Yeah, yeah. And I would have my vanilla pudding and don't look at me like that.
I am.
The vanilla pudding with the what are those cookies? It comes in that yellow box that sometimes I buy and you're like,
Nilla?
"What?" Yeah, the Nilla cookies.
Nilla cookies.
We used to get a handful of that. My cousin and I would get that pudding and a soda, and we would sit
and you
in
would
front
sit
of
and
the
watch
TV.
Tailspin.
Yes.
Chip and Dale. Rescue Rangers. Okay. Tailspin, Chip and Dale Rescue. DuckTales.
Oh yeah.
Because life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg. Right? Again, memorable theme songs.
Yeah.
Darkwing Duck. Darkwing Duck.
I wasn't that much of a fan, but I
get
watched it. Yeah,
dangerous. You had Darkwing Duck. You had Bonkers. He was like that weird cat,
it was like a weird
Cop.
orange cat.
cop thing. And then you had Goof Troop.
Yeah.
So you had 6 shows.
Back to
And then
back.
after that, you had Gargoyles, which I didn't watch because that came a little later on. But I remember everybody going crazy about Gargoyles, saying like, "Oh man, Gargoyles
I didn't watch
is
it because
awesome."
at that point my parents were picking us up already.
Right. Yeah. They're like, "Can you please go home?"
We had a sitter, so we would go to the sitter's house.
And then you also had like other stuff like Power Rangers, right? Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, which again, I liked. I liked it. I don't care. I liked it.
I didn't say anything.
I still do. I think it's classic.
Whatever.
If you don't like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, or actually just Power Rangers in general, what's wrong with you? It's so good.
I guess. Anyways.
So you had all of that going on. And then you had Buffy, right? Which was incredible. One of the best shows on TV. X-Files, again, one of the best shows on TV.
X-Files.
Twin Peaks was one of the greatest storylines ever. The Log Lady. I'll never forget the Log Lady. And what else was going on in the 90s? You had Fresh Prince, you had Family Matters.
I think I covered most of them.
Yeah, but you also had movies that were really impactful for some people, like me. I was so my grandfather loved going to the movies.
We never really went to the movies so much, so
That's why I rather watch movies most of the time rather than shows, because you get a complete story in one sitting, right?
right.
So, my grandfather, since we were young, since I was a kid, he would take me to the movies at least every other weekend.
Right.
We would go to the movies. So I'm basically...
Must be nice. We never went to the movies that much.
Somebody had to do something with me at some point. I couldn't do anything. Except live out in the wild, like the wild thornberries out there, just like, don't get killed out there, please. Just come back,
Right.
That was pretty much it. And my grandfather would love going to the movies. So in the 90s was great because I got a little older. So it didn't really matter my age because I watched inappropriate movies when I was in the 80s.
We all
really
learned
kid.
you worked in a video store.
I worked in a video store, and I also watched movies that, like, I remember going to see RoboCop and Predator
That
and
explains
the
a lot
Commando and
Explains a lot.
and of course, like, one of the big ones that really affected me when I was young was Return of the Jedi. When I saw that in the movie theater, Return of the Jedi, and then my grandfather followed that up with Temple of Doom, which, if you haven't seen Temple of Doom, there is one scene in the movie, Kalima, frightening. If you've never seen this movie, watch it.
Listen, I was scared of poltergeist, so I understand.
Makes sense. So
Stop.
So in the 90s, culture changed. Movies changed, right?
Oh, yeah.
I got to see Reservoir Dogs in the theater, which was probably not good for me to watch in the theater. I watched Pulp Fiction in the theater, The Crow. Okay, these were all movies that were very impactful to me.
Right.
The Nightmare Before Christmas. He did not want to go see this. But he still
He drew the line there.
No, he still took me to see it.
A movie I saw that was like...
And I sold it to him by telling him like, hey, it was the guy that did Beetlejuice. He created this. And he was like, okay, está bien. Okay, let's go see it. You know? And then we ended up going to see it. And he hated it, I'm sure.
I'm sure he did.
Hated it the
Knowing
whole time.
him, he hated it.
And meanwhile, I was dancing and like I was singing the songs because, you know, here comes Santa Claus with him in a ditch. You know, it's one of my favorite. If you haven't seen it, what's wrong with
I
you?
watched An Eye for an Eye, and I never was the same again.
What is An Eye for an Eye?
You've never seen... No, I wouldn't even have you watch it again. No, I couldn't do that.
What is that? Is that the Sally Field movie? Is that what Sally Field?
That's the one that her daughter's on the phone with her.
Okay, let me
And she's
tell
home.
you. Let me
just ask me what it was.
Okay.
And her daughter's home alone, and they're on the phone, and she's stuck in traffic, and the guy breaks into the house, and the rest, whatever. I'm not gonna go through it, but you know, she hears everything over the phone.
It's not good.
I was traumatized.
I'm gonna tell you this as a dude.
I was traumatized
At that time. I guarantee you, my grandfather was like, "I'm not gonna see that."
No, it's just that I didn't know
Because
what it
he was not that
at
type
first. And then I watched it and I regretted it.
My grandfather liked action and pretty much action. So if Stallone was in it, we were seeing it. If Schwarzenegger was in it, we were seeing it. Like Last Action Hero, I got to see that.
I saw Twister.
Twister was good. That was a little later. That was a little
Enemy
later.
of the State.
Enemy of the State. Oh, that's the Will Smith, but that was much later.
Listen, I don't have the exact dates. This was all like in the 90s.
Like when I think of 90s, I'm thinking like
Don't Be a Menace.
Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. Classic. We saw the movies that movie was based on,
Okay, yeah.
which was Menace to Society.
Schindler's List.
Okay, you want to hear something traumatizing? I saw
Lord.
that in a field trip.
What?
Yep. We were on a field trip to see Schindler's List.
I did see Basic Instinct.
I
But
saw
anyways,
Basic
you
Instinct too.
saw
My grandfather loved
Schindler's
that
List
movie.
on a field trip?
Yep.
Okay.
That was weird, but yeah, we saw it on a field trip because it was a history.
Our daughter, our oldest, liked it. What's Eating Gilbert Grape? I think she read the book when she was young in elementary.
Did she really?
Yeah. It was.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
And I know a lot about her.
Well, she was forced to read it in school. Yeah.
I can't imagine her. I can't imagine her being like, Daddy, I want to see What's Eating Gilbert Grape again. I mean, it's a great movie. It's young Leo.
Yeah.
Very, very young Leo in an incredible role with Johnny Depp.
Yeah. It was. Major Pain.
See, now you're talking about the movies.
The Goodfellas.
Goodfellas is one of the greatest movies of all time.
These are just the ones that I remember. Air Force One.
Oh, that's the Harrison Ford. And you know why I know what that is? Because of Gary Oldman. He's the
Okay.
villain in that movie. So Gary Oldman movies were like really big for me. So The Professional. The Professional. What was the other one? True Romance. What was the other one? The Professional, True Romance. Dracula. Bram Stoker's Dracula, where he plays Dracula.
Okay.
Wilhelmina.
We can tell the type of different movies you and I watch
Yeah.
based on what you
Yeah.
mention and what I say. I watched Stepmom.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a sad movie.
Is it?
Yeah.
Who's in that?
I'm
Is that,
horrible.
is that Kathleen Turner?
I'm horrible with names.
No, you
Ed
know which one I'm
Harris
thinking?
is in it.
I'm thinking Serial Mom, which is
Julia
actually.
Roberts is in it.
Oh, I wouldn't know what that is.
Where the husband, well, the guy and the
The
lady
Julia
are
Roberts. There's only. Go ahead.
they're divorced, and she's getting she's getting married to the guy. So now she's going to be the stepmom to these two kids, but their real mom is dying of cancer.
That sounds awful.
It was sad, but
That
it's
sounds-
about
that
it's
sounds
about
awful.
the relationship of the stepmom and the real mom. And I don't want to give it all away because people may have not seen it.
Yeah.
Moving
if you
on.
want to see that, see it. I've never seen that. I'm not saying that it's not good. I'm just saying it's not my type of not my type of flick. I was saying my type of thing, but my type of flick. I kind of.
Oh, anyways, I think we saw this movie together, you and I. And I might say it wrong. Dogma?
Dogma. I love Dogma. So I love Kevin Smith films as well. Kevin Smith, he did Dogma, he did Mallrats, he did Clerks.
Were those in the 90s?
Yes. Okay. And those were all movies that I watched at that time. You know, Dazed and Confused was another one from the 90s, which is incredible. If you know, again, a lot of these movies were
Dangerous Minds. I loved
You
Dangerous
did.
Minds. I even still sing the song when it comes out.
I mean, it's a good song. I don't remember the movie, but I do know the song.
Vegas Vacation?
Any of the vacations are incredible.
Oh, of course. For sure, for sure.
So basically, this is what happens. We had in the 90s, you and I had two very different cinema tracks.
The only time it kind of aligns is after we met
Yes.
and after we had our daughter.
Yes.
Because that's...
And let's not forget Jurassic Park.
Well, yeah.
You know.
And I know you liked House on Haunted Hill,
Yes.
The Perfect Murder.
Yes. The Game was also then with Michael Douglas.
Searching for Bobby Fischer?
Nope.
No.
No, that's the one where he's Bobby Fischer's a chess player. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No.
Wasn't Home Alone in the 90s?
In the early 90s, yeah.
Going back to a child.
Again, a child being alone and doing his thing. It was a very different time, you know, but also I see in the 90s, we are very different movie people and even TV show people, because I didn't really watch a lot of TV shows in the 90s. But the ones that I did watch, you know, I was hooked on pretty good.
Mm-hmm. So before we end, because we really went on and on,
We
like,
can just
I
keep
didn't
going.
even notice how long we have been. I learned a lot of things about these shows and movies that lied to us.
Okay.
I saw, and they lied, that high school would be fun.
False.
That adults have everything figured out.
Super false.
You'll have a big friend group forever.
And now we need 2 weeks notice to meet for coffee, at least.
And someone still always cancels. And they're usually the one that planned it.
Yeah,
on
they're the
that
ones that are
day.
like, hey, you want to do coffee? You want to go have dinner or whatever? And then that same day it's like, I can't make it.
Okay, so it's like a ka-chow, but it's not. The unofficial awards.
Okay.
Quick awards, ready? Most dramatic slow motion running scene.
Hold on. Every 90s show ever.
Okay, best theme song you still remember.
You know, that's going to be all of them. My brain has no room for math or anything else for that matter, but it remembers lyrics from 1994.
Okay, that I can see that's true. I
Yeah.
can't remember names of actors of a movie or show I just watched, but I can remember lyrics from cartoons
Yeah.
in the 90s
Yeah.
and shows. All right. Most unrealistic movie moment.
People hanging up the phone without saying goodbye. What is wrong with you people?
That still bothers me till this day.
Right? How do they not like, all right, bye? How do you not do that?
I've had people tell me on the phone, "Oh, I don't say goodbye."
Why?
Because I don't. Well,
How?
one person told me because it sounds too final. So I say, "Till next time," and I'm like, "But I may never talk to you again."
Okay. Either way.
But
Either
just
way.
yeah.
That at least is a end, right?
But there's people that just you'll be like, "All right, bye," and the person just clicks.
Yes, it's so weird. It's so weird. You know, I think younger people do that because I've had conversations with all of my spawn, and some of them don't say bye. They just hang up.
Yeah, yeah.
It's weird.
Yes.
It's weird. I think it's a generational thing too.
I agree. All right. So these movies
And TV shows.
and TV shows didn't just entertain us;
No.
they shaped our personalities.
Yes,
Explains a lot, actually.
I'm sure.
Explains why we're dramatic and very, very suspicious of quicksand.
And why we still remember random lines nobody else remembers.
So, if you grew up in the 80s and 90s, you're part of this chaos with us.
Yes, you are. Welcome to this craziness. So, tell us what movies and TV shows made you.
And don't lie.
We know.
We know you sang those theme songs.
Yes, I know you did. So until next time.
Chat with you. Follow us on Limitless Couple 305
On Instagram.
on Instagram. Subscribe to us. Follow us.
Share it.
Share it.
Share the show. Let other people into your secret. While you're sitting at the table. You know, it's not fair. It's not fair to not let other people sit at the table with us.
Of course. Why not share our chaos?
Yeah. Let
So-
other people in on the fun.
Till next time, we are Limitless Table Talk with
Fern.
and Nat.
Period.